Indiana is the next state on the list. Indiana Jones. Indiana pudding? Is that a thing? Indiana. I like to think that it's a very upright sort of, a bit posh, but sort of I don't know. Everybody do the Michigan rag. Everybody likes the Michigan rag. I think it feels, this is probably just because it's suspended between, two lakes, or three lakes even. It feels very lakey, it feels very maybe swampy, maybe a bit on the chilly side, like a chilly swamp. Yeah. Ohio. I know it's a very big state, very important during the election season, very populous, quite historical too, I've heard, or maybe I'm confusing it with a different one. But it's in that region, and I like to imagine that Ohio is like, has its areas of dense population, but also, more the sparse areas, like a mini America. Now, here in New Zealand, when we hear Kentucky, most of us just put fried chicken at the end of it, because we have quite a few KFCs. So, I'm sure you guys get that a lot. I apologize. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Another thing about Kentucky, I like to think it's got a lot of trees. It's got a lot of good trees, very beautiful trees and gardens. Tennessee, I imagine you've got quite a few high-rise sort of buildings, like very, very sunny kind of interior cities, is what I'm picturing with Tennessee, and just very sun-baked, quite lovely. Some good coffee shops. Well, not coffee shops. Just some good diners in Tennessee. That's what I'm thinking. Mississippi is the river, and a interesting state to spell, but it's the Mississippi River, isn't it? It's a very important river, as far as I can tell. So Mississippi, I like to think, like an American version of Cairo in Egypt, just tightly packed around the river, and also some nice wilderness off to each side. You know that scene during the beginning of Despicable Me, when the tourists are at the pyramid and the pyramid gets taken away? Well, during that bit, Sweet Home Alabama is playing, and that's the first time I ever heard that song in my entire life, was during Despicable Me, back when I was young. So, that scene is what I think of when I think of Alabama. Or as I used to think it was, Alabama. What the heck? Florida. Aaron Hansen. I think that will tell you all you need to know. Also, FYI, I'm recording this, it's been a while since I recorded Alabama, so if the tone is different or the sound is different, now you know why. Congratulations on hosting that, Florida. Gonna have to be a guess for Georgia, but I think what's going on there is it is quite built up because it's quite populous. There's like a whole lot of people, a lot of big sun-draped cities. But you also got the almost like the Florida Miami is what I'm picturing. I'm picturing the Miami vibe with Georgia, but maybe not quite so richy rich. To me, South Carolina is to North Carolina what New Zealand is to Australia, or to use a US example, what Canada is to big ol' US of A. I think you guys are more similar than you might like to acknowledge. I say that knowing nothing about anything, but that's the point of this series, isn't it? Yeah, South Carolina. Well, if I'm gonna talk about how South is similar to North, I should talk about what North actually is. It's because it's like another long one, another longy thing, like with Tennessee. I can't remember what I said of Tennessee, but maybe you could put that there. But also, like, I'm still seeing palm trees. I'm still seeing tropical with North Carolina, but like a little bit of that winter bite. Virginia. I think it's pretty. You know, other states have all these like showy offy landscape, natural features and stuff, but Virginia I see is like very down to earth. Expansive, like very expansive, all sorts of different things, but very, 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 very basic landscape. Got the rolling hills and plains, and a little bit of forest here and there. Very chill, very calm. Guys, I'm not gonna sing the song. It's okay. You can relax. I think, how I talked about Virginia having the rolling hills. I think North Carolina is starting to go up. It's starting to go up into the mountains. It's getting a bit more mountainy, because that's Appalachia, isn't it? The Appalachian Trail? Appalachian? Yes, it's kind of more hilly, more out and tough in it, more. And also strangely more deserty. I don't know why I think that, but yeah, rock on, West Virginia. The land of Maryland. Rivers. Lots and lots of... that if you guys play Stellaris, there's a fucking... Actually, forget that. I can't delete the recording. That's my first impression. But yeah, just rivers all over the place. You got the very tiny little narrow bit. What is the shape? How did this come about? What is Maryland? Delaware, little wedge, is so cute. Weirdly enough, I think. Well, I mean, it might not be weird, but I think you're very built up. Like you got a very concentrated, tight packed kind of. Almost New Yorky, but like less shiny, more kind of more down to earth city. A city that's going about its business. Yeah, there's Delaware, or maybe not. Oh, it's the big boy. It's Pennsylvania. I know you guys have a lot of people, and there's this clip on the internet where a guy is yelling about wheat and corn as they're driving by. That landscape outside of this car window, that in my mind is what Pennsylvania is. Also, I believe that's where the Amish is, of the mistake I made in the last video. That's where the Amish are, I think. Maybe they're in Ohio as well, I don't know. New Jersey, I know, has a stereotype for anger, I think, but that's baloney. I'm sure you guys are wonderful people, I bet. Sort of like when I picture New Jersey, I feel like looking at a city from a distance, like there's a city way far away that you're driving towards, but you're out in the rural county at nighttime. You're out among the hills and stuff. To be honest, probably the first state I ever heard of, New York, with its big old skyscrapers. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about Albany. I have no idea what happens outside the city. Yeah, Statue of Liberty, the shining city on the hill, proverbially, started out as a little tiny thing and then grew into this massive, bustling center of economy and everything that it is now. I like to imagine New York is just everything condensed into this tiny space. Fantastic. Connecticut, or Connecticut, or Connectifor. What? God, my jokes are lame. When I think of Connecticut, I think of like a little fishing town, but sort of swampy, but like again with that northern bite. Like it can be a snowy place as well. We do the ice hole fishing. Yeah, Connecticut. I see you. Rhode Island. You are tiny. You are cute. Are you an island? It's hard to tell from the overhead map. and I can't be bothered checking at the time I'm recording this because I'm supposed to be recording when I'm, you know, tired. But yeah, I hope you're in Ireland, because if so, that would explain why you're called Rhode Island. If not, that's a bit weird. But yeah, little tiny. I love to see what's going on. I think you've got nice little shops. Massachusetts. I know this to be. I like the shape of the state. I like the little hook that goes down and then extends outwards again out into the Atlantic. I know you guys have got Boston, the famous Boston accent, which I will not try to intimidate because I feel like I've offended enough Americans in these 2 videos. But yeah, Massachusetts also looks fun. I also think you guys have cool little shops. Yeah, very cultural as well. There's only one thing that comes to mind when I think of Vermont. And if you know of a certain politician from there, you know what I'm talking about, because I'm a big fan of that kind of politics. Not gonna get into it, but that's what I like. So I like the burn, man. I felt the burn. Even way over here, I felt the burn. These guys like a shining star. Yeah. New Hampshire. Now, this is the part where we're really feeling the cold. Because, I mean, New York already, I know, gets, like, snowed under, like, tons of snow. So up in New Hampshire, it must be crazy. Just, you got like, that tiny little wedge, and then that wedge just gets filled in with the snow. So I see like a snow-covered, suburbia. And, like, you know, you just gotta shovel your walk all day. That's tough. Best of luck to you. And last but definitely not least, we have Maine. I see very, very like dark rural atmosphere. Not dark as in nature, but like, you know, cold night, cold, like just like nice out in the country in the hills. Very relaxed kind of vibe, but also like, you know, where democracy starts in the US presidential elections. You guys are first in line. So, yeah. I love you. And that's the end of these 2 videos. I hope you enjoyed my ignorance. These recordings have took place over the span of 2 years. So, lots of different thoughts and opinions shifting around, but you know, I'm just a dumb guy from way over on the other side of the Pacific Ocean, so just make of my thoughts what you will, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.